Okay, fuck it. I don't even have an intro for this video. All I can say is there's an unexplained absence on this channel for a very long time, and things have gotten so bad now to the point where this club has put me into a depression and forced me to get back to working on this channel again. Okay, so welcome back to that Chelsea lad. Okay, one of the most iconic moments on this channel, for those of you who know, is the Graham Potter ball. Is actually fun. Yeah, fuck that. We've moved on from that. Okay, we've had two managers since then, and I feel it's been 2 years since I last actually properly uploaded a video on this channel, and we've gone from bad to some kind of progress under Pochettino, and then back to the dumps again. I don't know what's going on. So this is my match review of Chelsea versus Legia Warsaw. Okay, a fifth side position in the Polish league team, and I really was thinking like really hard, what do I even do about this video? Because last night when the game got over, I I was under this impression that okay, it's a home game, it's a dead opposition, it's the UEFA Conference League, okay, not even a Europa League, Conference League, okay. I don't even want to get into the whole Manchester United versus Lyon match which happened yesterday, which was, by the way, fantastic. For those of you who missed out, that is one of the best remontadas I've ever seen in the last couple of years. 113th minute, 4-2 down to come back 5-4. I mean, granted it was 10 men, but yeah, that was a match to check out. So let me just quickly go into why I'm even doing this video, okay? So let's talk about the lineup yesterday, all right? So Maresca fielded out a team that should genuinely start in the Premier League. This team started up top with Nicholas Jackson, okay, in Christopher Nkunku on the left, Palmer in the middle, and Sancho on the right. In the midfield was a right back, Josh Achampong, and another right back, Reece James, okay. And then we have playing right back. What's this doofus's name? No, Gusto didn't start this game, so it wasn't Gusto. Sorry. Let me clarify that. In the middle was Kiernan Dewsbury Hall and Reece James. Then we had Josh Achampong, an academy graduate, playing right back. And then we had the centre back partnership of Tosin Adebayo and Benoit Badeshil. And left back was Cucurella, and keeper was Philip Jorgensen. Okay, just deep it for a second, yeah. We are playing against a team whose players' names I can't even pronunciate. I don't even know. I'm having like insane head loss right now. Okay, so this kind of squad usually starts in the Premier League, and up until now we've seen, I think, one of the most boring dead Chelsea sides that I've seen in years. Like Graham Potter ball, at least there were flair players, like at the time João Felix, and dare I even say it, Kai Havertz, who were actually trying to put in an effort and try to make something happen. And there was experience on the pitch. Okay, you could tell like that team was like stupid in the sense that there were too many talents to handle, and the job was way above Potter's pay grade. But at the same time, we are now 2 years since then. The only remaining player from that team is our good friend Reece James. Okay, he's the only remaining player from that time period. João Felix has left, gone to Barcelona, and come back to Chelsea, and he's not even here with us anymore. So, like, just deep it, yeah, for a second. Like, take a second to just take a second. Look at this team sheet. Just look at it. Like, what are we doing here? Like, genuinely, what are we doing here? So I can understand the point that maybe we're trying to look for some kind of momentum in the league. But dude, I feel like he's fucking sacked off the league. Like, we're now all the way down in 6th place, okay? When the last game week started, we were in 4th. So just to put that into comparison, Newcastle won their game, City won their game, and Villa is also slowly creeping back up to us. I'm getting a bit stressed, okay? Low-key getting a bit stressed. Forest even had lost the previous week. Had we won, we would have been a point above them. But no, we drew to fucking Ipswich at home. Ipswich Town. Dude, this team has made about, I don't know what the percentage is, but 4 out of the number of points that they've gotten this season have come from Chelsea. They beat us at their turf, and now we drew to them at Ipswich Town. Okay, look, this video is going to be super long if I don't get to the bottom of why I'm even making this. Okay, this is my match review for this game. So we've covered the lineups. Personally, I feel he should have started an 18-year-old side, in the sense all the academy graduates like Mueka and Amago and all the youngsters that were there. Like Tyreek George not starting this game is absolutely blasphemous. Like we were 3-0 up. It was a comfortable game in Poland, and now we just weren't able to get the job done. That was the team, Legia Warsaw's first ever win on English soil. Okay, so Chelsea used to be a fortress. Okay, I'm talking back into the time when I wasn't even paying attention to football and didn't have the brain caliber to even process the sport at the time. But at that time, Chelsea and Stamford Bridge was a fortress. You know, I can look back and just see that how the team has drastically changed over the years. Even when Drogba and those set of players, your Lampard, Terry and all, that spine which existed back then, even when they came, they were still like mature enough to know their responsibility and make sure to get shit done. One thing for sure that we saw, that I have seen in the time that I've supported Chelsea, is maybe it's a cultural shift, and with age, like, to be honest, a 23-year-old today is not the same as a 23-year-old 20 years ago. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you just piece together what I'm trying to say, like Lampard as a 23-year-old versus today Reece James as a 23-year-old, two very different human beings. Like, okay, so from the get-go, from kickoff, okay, I'll just talk about the general match performance from my eye test of the game. Legia Warsaw just wanted it more, and they genuinely put in an effort to try and win that tie. Okay. Yes, there were chances from the get-go that we should have buried. To be honest, like any of those players that are in form, if we were in a better place where we are right now, we kill off that game maybe 6-0 and over both legs. Okay, but we don't. All right, Philip Jorgensen, this guy. Like, first of all, please, we have Dumb and Dumber 2 already. We had the French brothers, the Monaco brothers, okay, Axel Disasi and Benoit Badiashile. Already these two were clowns over there who were making life very, very difficult for us in the backline. And then you have Robert Sanchez and Philip Jorgensen. Okay, I get it. Dude, Sanchez has been a Prem keeper for a while. He was, first of all, third choice at Brighton. So I don't know why our sporting directors even decided to get a player like him. But Philip Jorgensen, he's young. I get it. He needs time, sure. But like, you have to get the basics right, yeah? Like, one thing which I'll never be able to fathom as a person who plays football myself is playing in front of 30,000, 20,000 people week in, week out. Like, I'll never be able to understand what that kind of pressure is, especially when you're mentally under the impression that, okay, things aren't going so well right now. How do we improve from here, right? Like, that's the main issue right now. So, I get it. Like, I can understand it. Like, I can feel for some of these players. But you also need to try your best, man. Like, yesterday, Cole Palmer was non-existent. Like, couldn't be asked to be there. Nkunku has mentally checked out from this team ages ago. It's best he leaves and actually finds another team where he can thrive. To be honest, if he even goes to Manchester United, I'm sure he'll do better than what he's doing right here. He'll thrive in Amorim's system. Nicholas Jackson looked like an absolute League One level striker. Okay, he was on the pitch for 45 minutes, and even when he got subbed off, I didn't even realize he was on the pitch when he got subbed off. That's how bad the performance was. So at this stage, I'm just wondering and trying to ask the question: what is it that's going to motivate these players? Like, apart from them, the only players who genuinely had an impact in the game was Cucurella, who for some fucking reason is a top scorer of Chelsea Football Club. With the abundance of attacking talent that we have, he is the top scorer at this football club. Okay, we're in April now. April's coming to a close very soon, and he has scored 5 goals. Okay, keep in mind, from September 2024 to December 2024, Cole Palmer had scored 14 goals already in that time frame. So the drop off has just been like, it's devastatingly bad, and something needs to change. Now, what is that something? That's a question for you and I to both ponder about and try and understand. But even apart from that, those players didn't show like they wanted it. Like Legia Warsaw players genuinely wanted it more, and they went at them. They went at the Chelsea. They drove, they drove, they drove. For us, we have players like Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, who will take a touch, receive the ball with his back to goal, okay, but his first touch is so loose that he has to take a few more steps to actually like have control of the ball. So in that time frame, the remaining defenders who are chasing the ball have already caught up to him, and he needs to let it go back to the defender. And then we become the passing the parcel of the back line, which basically happens every single game. Which is why I understand why the supporters are so frustrated. Like I totally get it. Like one thing they always say is you need to back your team even in tough times, which I'm trying to do. Like in this moment, I am trying to do. The purpose of this video is not for me to shit on the team, but to try and piece together why we are in this situation and how do we get out of it. Is Maresca out of his depth? Probably. I'm not a professional. I don't know the intricacies of his job. They've hired the sporting directors and the set piece coaches and all of them. From there, okay, fine, you've done all this background research, and I get it. It's a very data based model now where all these youngsters are being hired and purchased based on their potential. Yeah, but you don't get it. Like we've been hearing this story for the last 3 years. Yes, I get it. Year one was an absolute flop. We let go of Tuchel, which is, in my opinion, the biggest mistake Chelsea has made. And I don't want to do any revisionism here, but if I'm being truly honest, that Chelsea team from 2022, 2023 was nowhere good enough, and the cracks were always there. Like us winning the Champions League also, we just learned the basics well under Tuchel, but then after that, we had nothing else to offer. Like, even when we beat City 3 times in a row, I'll be honest with you, those performances, as much as we were dominant, there was nothing more after that. We have to look back. We're becoming Arsenal now. Like we have to look back to the past and be like, oh, we were great 20 years ago. I don't want to be saying that statement in 5 years' time. I don't want to be saying, oh, Chelsea the last time we were good, man, was in 2021. Like think about it. Those guys have dog walked this league for the last 8 years. Okay, the last 8 champions of the Premier League. Okay, out of that 6 times, City has won it. Think about it. Liverpool are right now going to win it this season, and they won it during the season after they won the Champions League in 2020, 2021. I really, really wish we had some answers. The only things which some of the few negatives I'll talk about the game is Reece James' performance yesterday was blasphemous. I think the worst performance I've seen Reece James in a Chelsea shirt. And even in his post-match press conference, that team seemed like as if they weren't believing anymore. Like at the business end of last season, when Pochettino was in sixth place and we were fighting for the Champions League spot, we found a rhythm. The team was finally getting together. We had some amazing victories over West Ham and other clubs where we smashed them 5-0, 4-0. And we were killing off games early and we were clinical with our chances. Now, the thing is, when you deep it, right? Okay, yes, we've scored a lot of goals this season, but we haven't kept many clean sheets too off late. In the last few months, yes, we've kept clean sheets, but what's that gotten us? We've been fourth throughout the rest of the season, but that's not the caliber of Chelsea and not the Chelsea that I know. We were a team that once used to challenge for the title year on year on year on year. Okay, like there's no excuse for us to be in the position where we're in. The only reason why I can justify it right now or even think of justifying it is because we're in a place right now where we are building a young team. Okay, these kids are playing with each other for maybe the first or second time. Okay, and it takes time for a team to gel together. Salah and Liverpool weren't successful from year one onwards. Salah moved to the Liverpool in 2017-18, but it wasn't until the next season that he actually started forming a spine in that team. They got Virgil the season before also. They got Mane, they got Bobby Firmino. They had Coutinho, who was already there leading with experience. Now this new Liverpool team have very less to actually like do in terms of changes and make their team better. But Chelsea, on the other hand, we need to start from scratch. We have unreliable players like Fofana and Lavia, who are sitting and just relaxing at home, making a living from this football club. They're not offering anything on the field. And yes, they are both players who are prominent in their roles. When they're on the pitch and they are putting their 100%, we are a 10 times a different team. And I'm 100% going to back that. With Lavia as a holding midfielder and with Fofana as our right centre back, we're a completely different team. And I don't understand our reasoning of shipping out Felix to only then keep Nkunku with an Nkunku who's not in the mindset of wanting to be in this Chelsea Football Club. There's so many questions here. Like, I genuinely wish we reach a point where the club finally understands that in order to move forward from this situation, we either back the manager or something needs to change behind closed doors. I still haven't reached that stage. I want to believe in Maresca. It's still only his first season, but seeing the patterns that fans from Parma and Leicester have talked about this man when he was at their club, there's good and there's bad. The good is that he's very tactically smart, but he's very stubborn in the sense that he wants to do things his way and he wants the players to follow his way. Right now, Palmer is completely caged, man. He was a free beast under Pochettino. That man was roaming everywhere on the pitch. You'll find him at left wing, right wing, up top as a striker, dropping into the sixth position. Like, he was doing everything. Right now, we've made him into an animal who can only play one thing, do one thing, receive the ball, pass it back to the defender, receive the ball, pass it back to the defender. Yes, I do get it. Also, teams have learned to shut him out from games, okay, and that's something which he'll learn with time only. It's not something that he'll learn overnight, because players are now man marking him, and when someone's man marking you, okay, the best man marking performance I've ever seen in my life was Ander Herrera versus Eden Hazard at Old Trafford in 2017, I want to say, in the 16-17 season. There's one game where this guy, Herrera, did not leave him. Like, I think even if Hazard went to the washroom also, he would have followed him in there also and stood behind him. That's a bit, pause. Like, that's a bit weird. That's not what I meant. But back to it, this team needs to learn to fight for something. There's another 6 more games for the end of the season. We have very tough fixtures coming up. We have Liverpool, we have Newcastle, we have Manchester United. Okay, these are fixtures which we should try and at least attempt to win. And I hope the players have it in them to actually see this out. Because, truth be told, right now things aren't seeming too great for us, but it needs to start somewhere, right? Like, it needs to start somewhere. So I just wish that this team can find it in them to just see out this season. We have new players like Willian Estavao and Kendry Paez and Andre Santos from Strasbourg. All these players coming in next season. We'll decide. I think, in my personal opinion, I think Paez goes on over back to Strasbourg for a loan. Estavao, if he's ready to start, he's 18, 19 years old only. I think he should be good to go because he's performing very well in Brazil for Palmeiras. And Andre Santos, I think personally, is one of the best box-to-box midfielders in Europe right now. He's one of the best under 21 players that is there in Europe at the moment. But yeah, that's about it that I have for this video. I mean, this is not as long as I really wanted it to be. But truth be told, this needed to come out, and I hope this is a start for me to continue on this journey of being an amazing Chelsea fan. I'm going to go through some of my experiences in a couple of videos. I visited Stamford Bridge like not even a month ago, and I got to witness a match there in the Conference League, which was a dream come true. I got to see my team win in person, singing with the fans. It was a truly an amazing experience, but I'll cover that in a separate video. But thank you guys for watching. Keep watching this space. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a bit longer than I wanted this to go, but I hope this also explains why I disappeared for a while. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.